everyone. By the way, my name is Daniel E. Manangkis and welcome to the International Trade Brazil Economic Journey. So, the objectives is to explore Brazil international trade position and how it aligns with global trade practices. Scope: overview of the areas to be covered: trade theories, trade policies, international trade agreement, and current trends in global trade. Definition of international trade. Basic concept and importance. First is basic concept. International trade refers to the exchange of goods and services between countries, allowing nations to access resources and products that are not available domestically. So the importance is, for Brazil, international trade is a vital for economic growth, creating jobs, and providing access to broader range of goods and services. It fosters independence between countries, enhancing cooperations and economic stability. Theories of international trade. First is classical theories. Absolute advantage for Adam Smith. Brazil can benefit by focusing on goods it can produce efficiently, like agricultural products, coffee, and soybeans. Cooperative advantage, David Ricardo. Brazil should focus goods with lowest opportunity cost, maximizing productivity in sectors like agricultural and mining. Second is modern theories. Hicchi Olin theory. Brazil factors endowment or abandoned land and labor shape its trade patterns, particular in natural resources. New trade theory. Economies of scale in Brazil's industries, example, soy productions, allow the country to becoming a global player. Porter's diamond theory. Brazil's competitive advantage in certain sectors are influenced by its resources, infrastructures, and government support. Trade policies and instruments. Free trade versus protectionism. First is free trade. Brazil has been increasingly opening up its economy, reducing tariffs and joining regional trade agreements like Mercosur and protectionism. Brazil has historically used protectionist measures to support local industries such as tariff on foreign products. Trade instruments, tariffs and quotas, like regulate imports, especially in sensitive sectors like textiles and agriculture. Subsidies. Government subsidies support local industries like sugar and ethanol production. Embargoes and sanctions. Brazil has occasionally imposed or faced sanctions, particularly in relation to political tensions. International trade agreements. Multilateral agreements. WTO. Brazil is an active member engaging trade regulations and dispute resolutions or global trade issues. GATT. Brazil as a member of WTO benefits from agreements like General Agreements on Tariffs and Trades or GATT. Regional trade agreements. Mercosur. Brazil is a leading member of Mercosur, a regional bloc that includes Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, and Venezuela, aimed at promoting free trade. USMCA, formerly NAFTA. Brazil benefits indirectly from trade relations between Latin American countries and US or Canada. Bilateral agreements. Brazil has several bilateral trade agreements with countries like China, which is major trading partners for Brazil agricultural products.
Good day everyone. So, I am the second presenting of our topic. It's all about Brazil. So, let's proceed to the globalization and trade liberalization. So, the first is definition. Globalization refers to the increasing interconnectedness of countries through trade, investment, and technology. It's allows goods, services, and information to flow more freely across borders. So, the second is impact on trade. First is the economic growth. Globalization has boosted Brazil's export of commodities like soybeans and coffee. So the challenge is the faces issue like income inequality and environmental damage, particularly deforestation in the Amazon, which affect its global trade representation. So the next is trade barriers and challenges. So the first is economic barriers. So Brazil faces trade barriers in other countries such as high tariff on its export, examples like agricultural product, which can limit access to global market. And the second is political barriers. Political tension with the countries like the US can lead to trade restriction or barriers impacting Brazil exports. And the last one is the environmental and social challenges. Brazil trade, particularly in agriculture, faces criticism over environmental concerns like deforestation. These issues are increasingly important in markets that prioritize sustainability. So, let's proceed to the current trends in international trade. So, the first is digital trade and e-commerce. So, Brazil is expanding its digital trade with growing exports of IT services, software, and digital goods. E-commerce has also surged especially since the pandemic. So the second is emerging market. So as an emerging market, Brazil plays a crucial role in the global trade, particularly in agricultural exports, energy, and natural resources. So the next is the sustainable and ethical trade. Brazil is working towards sustainable trade practices, particularly in its agricultural sector, to meet the growing global demand for ethical and eco-friendly products. So the next is the sustainable and ethical trade. Brazil is working towards sustainable trade practices, particularly in its agricultural sector, to meet the growing global demand for ethical and eco-friendly products. So let's proceed to the case studies and examples. So the first is the historical examples. It is the NAFTA or USMCA. Brazil benefits from trade agreement like Mercosur, which improved its trade relation with the US and Canada. And the second is China entry into WTO. China integration into the WTO has led to increased trade between China and Brazil, especially in soybeans and coffee. So the second is the recent development. US-China trade war. So Brazil gained from the US-China trade tension as China turned to Brazilian agricultural product. So the last one is the post-pandemic shift. Brazil has adapted its trade policies to take advantage of changes in global supplies change, particularly increasing agricultural exports to China. So, the last one is conclusion. So, Brazil's economic journey has been deeply intertwined with its international trade relationship. The nation's growth and development are significantly influenced by the global change of the goods, services, and capital. Brazil's trade landscape reflects a complex interplay of domestic policies. So the global market trends and regional economic dynamics. Historically, Brazil's economy has evolved through period of dependency on exports like coffee, sugar, and minerals, which have shaped its economic structure and industrial growth. As the world's larger exporter of agricultural products like soybeans, coffee, and beef, moreover, international trade has played a pivotal role in the Brazil industrialization. The country has shifted from being primary raw materials exported to developing and diversified industrial base, particular in sectors such as automobiles, machinery, and aviation, with global giants like Embraer gaining an international recognition. So that's all. Thank you.